What's up, everybody? Welcome to round 3 of the Warrior Motorsports Mazda Cup. I did not make it to this race either, so I'm going to be down in points for 2 races. Hopefully I'll make the next one. It should be next Wednesday at the Nuremberg Sprint GP layout. But we're going to be here at WeatherTech Raceway in the United States for 20 laps. And let's see if any of these drivers have any problems through the corkscrew. I believe we only have 6 on the field today. But it should be pretty interesting, so let's go ahead and get on into this race, round 3 of the Warrior Motorsports Mazda Cup. So for the third time this season, Semic's going to lead off the field, waiting for the fog lights to go out, and they are... We have a jump back there. It looks like mine looks jumped the light, but the lights are out, and the race is underway. Semic leading off the field, Nazo P2, Jock P3, Wolf 4, Mindlux 5, and Voza 6. Into the first corner we go. Both Jock and Semic teammates taking 1 and 2 positions up into the first corner. Everybody keeps it clean through the first corner. Voza looking like he's struggling back there just a little bit. Semic just coming back after having an injury in real life. Semic's going to lead off the field. Jock and P2, his teammate, Nazo and P3. Wolf's going to follow close behind. A little bit of a jump there off the curb from Jock there. Can Nazo make an overtake? It doesn't look like Nazo's in range to be able to overtake Jock, but Wolf might be in range to overtake Nazo. Nazo actually gaining speed on Jock now, looking for an open space to get around him on this first lap. This corner right here is a little bit tricky. If you take it just wrong, you can go flying off the track, or if you can go too slow around that corner. Into the corkscrew. Semic's going to lead him off into the corkscrew, using the sliding to his advantage. And he doesn't really, I don't think he lifts or brakes here. I think he just lifts off the car, so he's going to be pretty quick through that section there. Sounds like Jock got a little sideways. Nazo trying to catch down, or track down Jock, and Wolf trying to track down Nazo. Oh, Jock goes wide, Nazo going over, or under him, kind of. Under and over. We'll just say he went on the outside. A little bit of contact there between Jock and Nazo is trying to get that P2. He gets it back. Wolf going to be on the, we're going to be 3 wide now, going down the front straightaway. Wolf now in P3, Jock 4, and Nazo moves down to P3. Wolf takes P2 into the first corner. Will there be any chaos? Wolf's going to defend the inside line there from Nazo and Jock. Now they're going to be side by side. Coming around the first corner, into the second one. Into the third corner now. Will there be any complications, or will they keep it clean? Nazo takes a clean move into the P2 position. Wolf defending Jock there in P4. Nazo setting a... What was that? I didn't see how fast he was going, but Semic setting a 1:37 as the fastest lap, and he's pulling away once again for the third time in the series. Semic's won the last 2 races, mind you that. So he's going to be up in the points pretty early on during the season. Wolf and Nazo battling now. Nazo actually keeping a pretty good pace. Goes a little bit wide there. He might get a penalty, he might not. I'm not sure about these track limits. Jock falling behind just a little bit. Nazo going into the corkscrew now. Going a little bit slow. Oh, he goes off into the stand. And Wolf overtakes that P2 position. Jock now looking for that P3. Jock's going to go under him. No contact. And Nazo keeps the P3 position. Jock might have a little bit of a run here, though, into the next corner. Jock does not get around Nazo. Nazo's going to get into the dirt again. And Jock's going to take that P3 position. Voza now getting into the battle with Nazo and Jock. A little bit of contact there. Nazo goes a little wide. He saves it, though. Voza now into P4, Nazo down into P5, and Mindlux is just now coming around the final corner. Semic going into, actually exiting corner 3. Nazo looking for an outside run here. Voza's going to defend that inside line though, so he's not going to be able to make that overtake. Voza goes into the dirt again, and Nazo overtakes that P4 position. Jock, looks like he's got a little bit, yeah, he's good. Cool little shot there of the back of the Mazdas running through that section there. Jock trying to track down Wolf now. Wolf looks like he's pulling away just a bit away from Jock. He's one of the Warrior Motorsports drivers. Jock pulling away from Nazo now. Looks like he might be typing in chat. We won't be able to see it. Nazo and Voza. Voza looking for any sort of mistake made from Nazo so he can capitalize it on it and take that P4 position. Wolf going into the corkscrew. Will he have any complications? Doesn't look like it. He looks like he's going to make it through fine. Jock makes it through. Nazar makes it through. Voza makes it through. And Simmet is still in that P1 position. Coming around the final corner now. Voza goes into the dirt. He's going to lose a little bit of time there. Goes wide again. And he's just, well, I would say cutting the grass, but there's no grass to cut. Nazar's going to try to get into that slipstream of Jock now. Wolf going to keep that P2 position coming down in the front straightaway. Nazar setting a 134. They're 3 seconds off pace from Simmet. Wolf setting a 130. Nope. Wolf sets a 133, so he's 2 seconds off of what Simmet's running. And Simmet is nowhere to be found. Simmet is just pulling away from the rest of the field. Safe to say he's probably going to be the champion of the series after winning 2 races back-to-back. And it looks like he might have a 3rd win here at Laguna Seca. Wolf trying to keep a steady pace and try to catch up to Simmet up there. Jock and Nazo. Nazo looks like he's into the battle now. Nazo's got that slipstream again. He's trying to see if he can make an overtake on Jock. Jock runs a little bit faster there, I think. No, it looks like Nazo may have ran faster through that section. Into the corkscrew. Will anything happen? Can Nazo re-overtake that P3 position? Jock has a penalty. It looks like a 0.5 for cutting the track limits. Nazo might be able to retake that P3 position. He's within range to do so. Jock's going to have to serve that 0.5 second penalty. He's in the dirt as well, so is Nazo. He's going to have to serve that on the straightaway coming up now. Nazo's within range. Can he take that position away? Jock serves his penalty and is back into the race. He might actually be able to defend that P3 from Nazo, especially going into the first corner if he just keeps the inside line. Can keep Nazo from overtaking him. Nazo goes up into P3. Tries to go down, but Jock sends it on the inside there. Nazo looks for a wider turn there, just kind of keep his speed up. Jock now still P3. Nazo getting a little swirly there. Almost losing traction. And they are battling now. Jock's trying to get a pull away from Nazo into the dirt. It's not going to help him at all. Nazo's going to get a little bit of time on him right there. Nazo's in that slipstream again. Coming up to the corkscrew here soon. Looks like Wolf may have had a little bit of an incident there. Wolf spins his car. We're going to go back and look at that real quick. So we're on board with Wolf here now. Wolf actually in the P2 position. Coming around this corner right here. I don't know what happens. He may have just throttled out a little bit too early. He gets into the dirt and on the throttle and kind of throws him sideways and he spins out. He's going to try to recover it, but it doesn't look like he will be able to. He's going to drop down, it looks like to P5. And Voza's going to come up behind him now. So Nazo and Jock now, P2 and 3. Nazo's trying to gain that P2 from Jock. Nazo's right there. Jock goes into the dirt. Nazo's going to have a little bit of slipstream here. After that mistake, he's also going to gain a little bit of time. Putting pressure on Jock now. Jock's going to feel it coming into the final corners. Jock goes wide again, goes into the dirt, comes back on the track. A little bit unsafe of an entry there. He kind of saves it, so I wouldn't say it's an unsafe entry. But Nazo's going to be able to get around that outside and overtake that P2 position. Jock now moves down to P3. So we're going to watch this battle. I'm going to go full throttle. We're going to let you guys watch this without having me commentate over it. Just kind of hear the sound of the cars as these guys are battling. So Nazo jumps off the curb. Jock goes wide. I don't know if that was a little bit of desync there or contact, but Jock absolutely Tokyo drifts it into the corner and saves it and manages to overtake Nazo for the P2 position. Coming into the final corner now, Nazo's going to have to figure out a way to come back and get that P2 position after that little, I don't even know what that was. I don't know what to call that. But Jock just absolutely sends it and overtakes P2. Coming into the first and second corners now, Nazo is going to stick to the racing line here, just trying to catch up to Jock. We're on board with Nazo now, trying to track down Jock here. He's going to gain time on Jock, but he's going to go into the dirt. No, he makes it just fine. So he's going to try to track down Jock here now onto the throttle, shifting into that fourth gear right there. Coming up to the corkscrew pretty soon here. I don't know if Nazo's going to be able to capitalize at all up into that corkscrew. But if Jock makes a mistake, Nazo could very well overtake that P2 position again. Looks like he's gaining on him. He's got the slipstream and he had a little bit of faster exit out of that corner. Braking at the 3 marker. Trying not to cut the track here with the corkscrew. Those penalties can be a little bit hefty through that corkscrew. Jock cutting down just a little bit early. I don't know if I like that. Him being a little bit too tight on that corner. Losing a little bit of speed in my opinion. And we're going to go back to the outside view. Coming up to lap 8 out of 20. We're almost halfway there. On the last 3 laps, I will not commentate just so you guys can kind of watch the battle. I will commentate coming up to the last couple of corners, though. That will be something I commentate on. Wolf now just trying to catch back up to the race. He's still in P4, but after that incident there, a couple laps back, he has a lot of time to make up. Redlining into the first corner and coming out of the second corner now. Wonderful livery for the Warrior Motorsports. I'm glad to have that car representing. He's really good at designing these vehicles, as you guys can see. Having that Warrior Motorsports is probably one of the best looking things ever. So now Nazo and Jock getting a little bit spread out now. All the cars basically getting pretty spread out, so we won't have a lot of battles going on. We're not even halfway through the race, and we got people all over the track on every single inch of it. So Jock's going to pull away from Nazo. Into the dirt. Jock seems to like that sand. I'm not sure why, but he's always in the sand. So Nazo's just trying to look for any sort of incident here, spin or whatever, to track down Jock. Jock's running kind of consistent between lap 7 and 8. He ran a little bit slower on lap 8, but a 132 for both laps. Only a second of pace off from Senate. Senate ran a 131.505. That corner right there is very sketchy, especially in these Mazdas. You hit that sausage curb coming, or any of these sausage curbs really, if you hit them hard enough, you can roll your car, and it is not fun to try to recover that. But Naz is just going to try to track down Jock here. There's not really a lot for me to commentate on. But if you guys want to support what we're doing and get involved in this stuff, you can go to, you can either support us by going to W Energy, and when you buy any of their products, you can put the code DDOGS1, all lowercase, DDOGS1, and then you can get 10% off your order, as well as support us with 10% commission. Their products are actually pretty good. I've tested almost all of them myself. The only thing is the pricing, but for what it is, I think it's pretty decent. I recommend getting the starter pack. It's only about $20 starting off, and it's pretty good to start off with. You get a shaker bottle and 5 different flavors to try. And if you guys want to get involved in this type of racing, we usually have a couple more people. The Mazda series has just been a little bit weird for people's schedules, so we can only have really 6 drivers per race. Hopefully it starts to spike up a little bit towards the end of the season when people are all trying to get those points. We'll start doing double point races and all that good stuff. But if you guys want to get involved, I will put the Discord link in the description of the YouTube video, and you guys can just click that link, get in there, get signed up, and get ready for the 2025 Cash Cup season. If you guys don't know what the Cash Cup season is, essentially it is where we do our big cash prize. Could be up to maybe $400 this next season. And it's pretty fun. We run the GT3 cars on Gran Turismo, and it is all pretty competitive. Depending on how many people we have sign up, Jock goes a little bit off the track there into the dirt. I told you guys he liked the dirt there. I'm gonna stop yapping about sponsors in Discord for a little bit and watch this race. Nazo gonna get into Jock goes into the dirt again. Nazo overtakes him for P2, and that's very unfortunate for Jock. What was essentially his P2 for the race, he kind of just threw away during that corkscrew. So Nazo's gonna have that P2 back. Jock into the dirt again. Every single time you see him go around a corner, all I see is dirt. Essentially, he's going to have to track down Nazo again on lap 10. We're only halfway through the race now, coming up to lap 11, starting it now. Simmet is almost already done with his lap, I believe. If we go up to Sim. Yeah, Sim's a couple corners ahead of them. A little bit slower on this lap, a 120, or 120 is what separates him on the time there. He's ran a 131.505 for his fastest lap, and that was on lap 7. On lap 11 now, he's going to end up lapping Mindlex. We're going to go watch Mindlex for a second. Mindlex has the blue flag. Will he give way to Simmet into the corkscrew? Mindlex gets off of the racing line. He does adhere to the blue flag, and he goes a little bit wide there and goes into the dirt and spins it almost. But Mindlex does adhere to it, which is good. It's good to see that he's going to adhere to that rule so he doesn't get penalized. Simmet coming up to the final corner now. Nazo and Jock. Jock's a little bit falling behind now. Nazo gets through the corkscrew before Jock even enters it. Where is Voza at? So we got Jock right here. Wolf is coming up to the corkscrew now, and Voza is just now coming down the front straightaway, coming into the first and second corners. He's going to have to adhere to the blue flag here in just a moment as well. Coming up to the final corner here, though, Nazo's going down the straightaway. He'll start lap 12 now, and Jock's going to try to track down him with the last couple of laps he has left. 8 to go next time around. 8 full laps. Technically, this is 8 to go, but next time around, we will have 8. Simmet, I believe, just came down the front straightaway. No, Simmet's already way ahead. I'm not paying attention completely. Here we got Mindlex trying to just, I guess he's just kind of running the race now, getting some points. Voza coming into the corkscrew now. Simmet's going to catch up to Voza pretty soon. Wolf coming around the third corner now, into the dirt a little bit. He's going to try to track down Jock and Nazo, hopefully to get the podium position. Jock falls behind. Nazo now in P2, pulling away from Jock, actually having a pretty good race here. Simmet's coming up to the front straightaway as well as Voza. We'll see if Voza is going to adhere to the blue flag rule. We're going to watch him for a little bit. A 137 is his pace. 6 seconds off of pace from the rest of the field, basically. But I do believe that he is a rookie in our series. So he's getting the blue flag right now. Getting told to yield to the faster car, which is Simmet. Simmet's a little bit behind though, so we won't have to really worry about it. Voza goes into the sand, so we might have to adhere here in just a second. He's getting the blue flag again. Simmet's trying to catch up to him right now. Simmet might be in slipstream range. We don't really have any battles going on as of right now, but he adheres to the blue flag rule. Lets Simmet know to go around him with his right blinker there. Simmet goes around him, and Voza keeps on racing. Wolf just trying to catch back up to the battle between, not really a battle anymore. Still, Nazo's pulling away from Jock, gaining almost half a second every single lap on Jock, especially coming up to the corkscrew. I think Nazo's a little bit quicker through there, entering the corkscrew and coming out of it. Lap 13 out of 20. I'm going to let y'all watch it. We're going to go full throttle here and just let you guys hear the cars. And we're going to go on board with Simmet and see how he's running this race. Minelix adheres to the blue flag again. So we're going to go on board with Simmet now, and I'm going to go full throttle for you guys. So we only have 5 laps to go now, lap 16 out of 20. And it looks like Simmet is going to lead most of this race here at Laguna Seca. Not really anybody to challenge him. If you look at the map there, he is a whole straightaway, actually almost 2 straightaways ahead of everybody else. Simmet's going to dominate this race. He still ran his fastest lap, a 1:31.505 on lap 7. He's been running 32s and 33s the last couple of laps. And Nazo is going to be in that range. He's actually going to be able to, if he keeps out of the dirt like that, he could catch up to Simmet. Jock, now who's the one spinning around? Okay, the Voza there. Goes into the dirt and spins a little bit. Jock's going to be coming up to Voza here pretty soon. Where's Mindlix at? Mindlix is coming around the first corner now. And he goes into the dirt. And powers out of it. Voza's going to have to get the blue flag here in just a moment as Jock is catching up to him. Jock got into Voza there just a little bit. Yeah, you get to see the damage on Jock's car there. Messed up front left headlight there. I don't know if Voza just didn't get it out of the way or what happened there. Jock again going into the dirt. Again into the dirt. Jock not having a very good race. Well, I mean, he's in P3, but he keeps it up. I'm sure Wolf will be able to catch him before the end of the race. Into the dirt again. He's almost losing the car. Into the dirt again. Wolf is now within. Never mind, that is somebody else. Is that Voza? Yeah, it is Voza. Wolf quite a bit behind. But he doesn't have to worry about losing the P4 position. I think Wolf's pretty much locked in the P4. Jock is basically locked in the P3. Nazo P2, and Simmons starting his 18th lap. Simmons ran a pretty consistent race. He had 32, 32, 31. I think Simmons probably going to be the champion of this series. Running very consistently for the last 17 laps. He's going to start lap 19 here in just a moment, actually. He's going to go through this corkscrew and come around these last 3 corners. Nazo quite a ways behind, but he's still in that P2 position. Jock's in P3. Wolf in P4, just coming around the front straightaway now. And we got Voza here, and Mindlets in P5. Boom, redlining the car there as he comes around that first and second corner. Simmick's going to start lap 19 now. And we are going to go full throttle till the end of the race. I'm just going to let you guys go to the engines. And we're going to go on board with Simmick as he crosses the start and finish line for the last couple of times. there's your race winner. Simmett's going to win the Mazda Cup Series race, and he's got plenty of time where he's just going to do donuts on the front straightaway at the finish line. Nazo coming around the final corner now, I believe. We got a yellow flag because Simmett's doing donuts. But Simmet ends the race with the fastest lap of a 1:31. Simmet leads lap 1 through 20 all the way to the end of the race. Nazo's going to finish in P2. Jock is going to finish in P3. Wolf is going to be coming around to the corkscrew now. Into the corkscrew he goes, and out of it. And we'll see if he makes it to the end of the track before the race ends. Coming up to the last couple of corners here. Boza's right behind him. Wolf comes up to the final corner now. Voza's a lap down though, so Voza will get P5. Wolf gets 4th place and finishes the race right there. So for the end of round 3, your score is going to be as follows. So Simmet is in 1st place with 81 points. Jock 2nd, 62 points. Wolf in 3rd with 54. Nazo in 4th with 46. P5 is Voza with 27. P6 is Mindlex with 21. Silver Bullet is in 7th place with 21. Sebs is in 8th with 19. Katusa is in 9th with 15. And NW Star is in 10th with 15, rounding off your top 10 for the season. And that's going to be your round 3 results. So we'll see you guys next time on the next track at Nürburgring GP in the Mazda Roadsters.